$6 can be enough to build a hand-powered washing machine capable of cleaning a small load without electricity, plumbing, or another expensive visit to the laundromat. Even better, the entire machine can be made from a 5-gallon bucket, a fitted lid, and one completely new plunger. And new is important here. Buy one directly from a hardware store, because laundry equipment and bathroom equipment should never have a shared history. Welcome to Buried Fixes. This compact washer is useful in apartments without laundry hookups, dorm rooms, RVs, campsites, emergency shelters, or anywhere electrical power is unreliable. It is also ideal for muddy work clothes, workout gear, socks, underwear, and other small loads that do not justify running a full-sized washing machine. A typical home washer may use dozens of liters of water per cycle, even when the drum is barely filled. With a bucket washer, you control exactly how much water and detergent you use. You can also avoid paying several dollars at a laundromat just to clean a handful of clothes. The entire project takes roughly 20 minutes to assemble. You may already have a suitable bucket in a garage or storage room. But the plunger is what transforms that ordinary container into a functioning machine. Its purpose is not simply to stir clothes through soapy water. It creates pressure and controlled water movement through the fabric, and that surprisingly simple mechanism is where the real cleaning happens. Long before electric washing machines entered ordinary homes, people were already using mechanical force to clean fabric. Wooden paddles, washboards, sticks, and tools known as laundry passers were used to press water repeatedly through clothing inside a tub. In 1851, American inventor James King patented an early washing machine that used a drum operated by hand. Later designs added rotating paddles, gears, and cranks. But they all relied on the same fundamental idea. Dirt is removed more effectively when water and detergent are forced through the fibers, instead of merely soaking around them. So, this bucket washer is not trying to reinvent laundry. It simply removes the motor, electronics, pumps, and polished metal cabinet while preserving the part that actually cleans the clothes. The modern bucket and plunger design has no single recognized inventor. It is better described as a practical folk invention, repeatedly adapted by campers, off-grid households, travelers, and anyone who needed to wash clothes without a conventional machine. Commercial tools such as the breathing mobile washer later refined the concept with a perforated, cone-shaped agitator. As it moves downward, water is pushed into and through the fabric. When it rises, water is drawn back out while trapped air escapes through the openings. That breathing motion explains why the method works. The rubber cup does not need to scrub every inch of a shirt. Instead, repeated pressure changes circulate soapy water through the fibers, loosen dirt and body oils, and carry them away. The clothes are effectively made to breathe underwater. To build the washer, you need a clean 5-gallon, or approximately 20-liter, bucket with a matching lid. You also need a brand new plunger, a drill, a utility knife, a marker, sandpaper, and low-sudsing laundry detergent. A sink plunger is often easier to modify because its rubber cup is flatter, although a standard toilet-style plunger can also work. Begin by inspecting and washing the bucket thoroughly. Never use a container that previously stored paint, fuel, solvents, pesticides, or other hazardous chemicals. Plastic can retain residues, and no amount of detergent makes chemical contamination acceptable. If the bucket's history is uncertain, replace it with a clean household or food-grade container. Turn the lid upside down and mark its center. Cut a hole wide enough for the plunger handle to move vertically without rubbing, but small enough for the lid to remain stable. A hole around 2 inches wide suits many handles, though measuring your actual plunger is safer than trusting a universal estimate. Smooth the cut edge with sandpaper to prevent sharp plastic from damaging the handle or your hands. Next, modify the rubber cup. Drill 6 to 8 evenly spaced holes through it. These openings should allow water and trapped air to pass through, while leaving enough solid rubber to create resistance. If the cup is thin and flexible, start with fewer holes. A thick, rigid cup may require several more. Do not make the openings excessively large or turn the cup into a strainer. It still needs enough surface area to push water through the clothing. Remove loose rubber fragments and smooth any rough edges after drilling. That is the complete machine: a sealed working chamber, a guided handle, and a perforated agitator, all built without wiring, pipes, motors, or complicated mechanical parts. Place a small load of clothing inside the bucket. Do not pack it tightly. The fabric needs enough space to shift, compress, and release as water moves through it. A few shirts, socks, underwear, lightweight pants, or similarly sized items make a practical load. Add enough water to saturate everything while leaving several inches of empty space near the top. Follow the clothing care labels and use cold or lukewarm water when appropriate. Then add a small amount of low-sudsing detergent. A full cap is unnecessary. Excessive soap only creates foam and makes rinsing more difficult. Secure the lid and slide the plunger handle through the center opening. Push downward. This compresses the clothing and forces detergent-rich water into the fibers. Pull upward, allowing the fabric to expand while drawing water back through it. Continue with a steady push and pull rhythm. The holes in the rubber cup prevent trapped air from turning the plunger into a giant suction device. They redirect the force through the water, so the clothes are flushed instead of being lifted as one heavy, dripping bundle. There is no need to plunge violently. Consistent movement works better and requires less energy. Continue agitating for several minutes. You may soon notice the water becoming cloudy as it collects sweat, skin oils, dust, and dirt. For heavily soiled clothes, let them soak in the detergent solution for several minutes before plunging again. This gives the surfactants time to loosen grime. Remove thick mud, grease, or pieces of food beforehand, instead of expecting the washer to perform miracles. Remember, no washing machine simply makes dirt disappear. Its real job is to help water and detergent contact the fabric repeatedly, separate unwanted material from the fibers, and carry that material into the wash water. This bucket accomplishes the same basic task using your arms instead of an electric motor. When the wash cycle is complete, remove the lid and dispose of the dirty water through a suitable sink, bathtub, or household drain. If the clothing was exposed to chemicals, oils, or other hazardous substances, follow local disposal guidance. Never pour contaminated wash water onto a vegetable garden simply because the plants appear thirsty. Refill the bucket with clean water, secure the lid, and repeat the plunging motion. Rinsing is essential because the detergent may have loosened the dirt, but both the soap and suspended grime still need to leave the fabric. Drain the first rinse and run another if the water remains cloudy or the clothes still feel slippery. A simple upgrade can make draining easier. Cut a small opening near the edge of the lid and insert a short piece of flexible tubing. When the bucket is placed on a raised surface, this tube can direct water into a drain or separate container with less lifting and spilling. Another option is a two-bucket system. Drill multiple drainage holes through the sides and bottom of a second clean bucket. Then place it inside the solid outer bucket. The inner bucket holds the clothing, while the outer one contains the water. After washing, lift the perforated bucket and allow most of the dirty water to drain away. This creates a basic wash and lift system and prevents you from chasing soaked shirts around the bathtub while reconsidering every decision that led to doing laundry by hand. The greatest advantage of this washer is control. Instead of running a full-sized appliance for one shirt and 3 pairs of socks, you can wash only what is necessary while using less water and detergent. It remains functional when the electricity fails, the apartment laundry room breaks down, or the nearest laundromat is miles away. It is also useful for camping, RV travel, emergency preparedness, and homes where there is not enough room or plumbing for a conventional machine. The system performs best with underwear, socks, athletic wear, baby clothes, shirts, and other lightweight fabrics. It can also handle garments labeled for hand washing when operated gently with cold or lukewarm water. However, a 5-gallon bucket has obvious limits. Heavy blankets, thick towels, winter coats, and large loads of denim absorb too much water and leave too little room for circulation. Dividing bulky laundry into smaller batches is safer and more effective than forcing the plunger through an overloaded bucket. Always follow the garment's care label, especially when washing wool, delicate synthetics, or clothing that may shrink or bleed dye. Use slower, lighter strokes for fragile materials. Keep your hands outside the bucket while the plunger is moving. Reaching between the agitator and the bucket wall is unnecessary, and injured fingers are far harder to replace than damaged clothing. This homemade machine cannot completely replace a modern washer for every household. What it provides is a reliable, inexpensive alternative for small loads and situations where electricity, space, plumbing, or money is limited. After rinsing, the clothes still need to be squeezed before drying. Press each item against the inside wall of the bucket, wrap it in a clean towel to absorb excess moisture, or use a separate hand-operated wringer. Avoid aggressively twisting delicate fabric. Stretching a shirt until it becomes a completely different shirt does not count as successful laundry. What makes this small machine remarkable is how little equipment it needs. A modern washer contains a motor, drum, pump, valves, sensors, electronic controls, and sometimes an internal heating system. The bucket version reduces that complicated appliance to 5 essential elements: water, movement, pressure, detergent, and time. Detergent molecules help separate oil and grime from textile fibers. The downward stroke of the plunger compresses the clothing and drives the cleaning solution deeper into the material. The holes in the rubber allow water and trapped air to escape instead of building excessive suction. During the upward stroke, the clothes expand again, drawing water through the loosened fibers. Repeating this motion continuously exchanges dirty water trapped inside the fabric with cleaner water surrounding it. Finally, the rinse cycle carries away the detergent and suspended soil released during washing. That is the true cleaning mechanism, not the glowing control panel, polished door, or cheerful melody a modern appliance plays when it finishes. Once this principle becomes clear, the project is more than a cheap laundry trick. It reveals how many household machines work. A relatively simple physical process is packaged inside motors, electronics, plastic panels, and an expensive cabinet. Here, that same essential process is visible inside an ordinary bucket. Even with a full-sized washing machine at home, this small manual washer is worth keeping nearby. It occupies almost no storage space, requires no electricity, and continues working during power outages or appliance failures. It is certainly less dramatic and less expensive than an emergency repair bill. If you build one, remember the essentials. Choose a clean bucket. Use a brand new plunger. Wash only small loads, and add less detergent than you think you need. Keep the motion steady, rinse thoroughly, and let moving water do most of the work. The broader lesson is simple. Many expensive household appliances are built around basic physical principles. Once you understand the process hidden behind the buttons and polished panels, you can often recreate its most useful function with ordinary materials and a little ingenuity. If this project gave you a practical solution, share the video with someone living without easy access to a washing machine. Like the video, subscribe to Buried Fixes, and turn on notifications for more unusual, affordable projects that solve real household problems. Take care. and I'll see you in the next one.